Hi everyone and welcome to the review on the 1/6 scale Hot Toys Joker figure from the film Suicide Squad. This is the purple coat version, at least that's how it's known. However, I will be rocking him mostly without the purple coat because, as I've shown in a previous video, that is fraught with issues and troubles. You can stain the body with purple dye from the coat, it's just not a good situation. There are some fixes that I've shown in a previous video to do with cling film, separating the coat from the body. It worked out kind of okay, but I'm still just going to have to leave them like this. But anyway, that's not a problem because I really love the tattoo look, and I think the figure is, even with the issues, it's a hell of a piece. The box is beautiful, the body is amazingly done, the head sculpt is another one of Hot Toys' best in my opinion, and just a very lifelike. The joints don't even bother me on this, it's just I can forgive all that because I'm able to move him and he looks so lifelike. The life in his face is just unreal. It is a real pain in the ass about the dye from the jacket staining the body, but like I said in that previous video, I don't think Hot Toys would have done something like that on purpose. It's just one of those things, unfortunately. Hopefully they can fix it for the future releases, but as in batch 2, this is obviously from batch 1. So hopefully they can address that, but it is a hell of a piece. So we'll get into the review now. But yeah, I do really like it. Alright, let's just zoom in on this head sculpt and look at those teeth, look at the lipstick. I can't believe the level the 1/6 game has got to now. I mean, I started collecting this stuff with my buddy Nick back in 2000. Let's see, Batman Begins came out in 2005. I fell in love with that film, and it started this whole thing. I did collect a few McFarlane Alien pieces before then, but I had no idea that there was a company like Hot Toys and Sideshow Collectibles, stuff like that. And when I think back to the first ever Heath Ledger Joker that Hot Toys made, and how they didn't probably have much reference material to sort of study in order to bring us that piece, but I mean, when you look at something like this and what we can get today, it's insane, and I don't understand how it can get much better than this. I mean, skin textures, stuff like that, tattoos, it's just, I mean, the work. I love that one there, the dagger going through the Batman. And then on this side, you've got an arrow going through a dead Robin. I never noticed the dead Robin before. That's really cool. A lot of people really don't like the tattoos, but I really don't mind them. I like the drastic different look for this guy. The performance in the film is not my favorite by a long shot, but I really am quite keen on the Jared Leto Joker look. Just changing up the angle here to get another look at the head sculpt. Let me just zoom in. I'm trying to get the lighting just right. Now, let me just show you how I'm doing this. It's beautiful lighting for photography. I mean, every picture I've taken of him with this lighting just looks super real. I've just got this kind of lamp type thing. And it's actually for doing detailed work. This is like, you look through here and you can get a magnified look at what you're working on. But it's a great light for this kind of stuff. And I've got this little light down here from a, what's that, like goes around your head for spelunking, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's pointing up just to catch a bit of light in his eyes, to get the glint. And you can see here, see the little glint of light in his eye? Always try and get that little white glint in the pupil. It just brings life. Very little handy little trick for photography. Rocking the handcuffs that come with the DX11 Joker, the Heath Ledger one. So yeah, just trying to conceal the joints as best I can in the angle that I'm showing him, just to kind of really emphasize how real this guy looks. I mean, look at that angle right there. I love coming around it. The diorama of the interrogation room has been so handy and essential to so many videos that I've made. Again, this all comes with the DX11 Heath Ledger Joker, the table, the chairs, the lamp, the backdrop, and obviously Jared Leto Joker is a totally different thing altogether. But yeah, I do love this background. I love working with it and taking pictures, just moving around the figure and see, just catching different angles. Looks like he's looking through the glass, just mocking them. Alright, so let's get stuck in and take a look at the accessories that come with the purple coat version of the Joker. I hope you like this little display that I got set up for the review. I thought that would look nice. I might even leave it displayed like this for like a week or something, just on the shelf, because I really like getting the chance to appreciate all this cool artwork, the boxes, the backdrops. Look at the colors. It's just, I mean, let me just come back and let you just soak that up for a minute. It looks really, really nice. You'll have to excuse some of the figures kind of intruding. I just left Robocop there, making sure everything runs smooth. And over here, oh, who's that? Hey, Deadpool. That's right. So yeah, here's your Tuxedo version with the really, really, really amazing box artwork. Just love all the little details. There's Harley hanging from the rope on the helicopter. I've only just noticed now that there's a little Batman there. I've never seen that before. And yeah, it's just gorgeous, gorgeous artwork. And over here, I love this one too. This is just, look at the colors. It's so vibrant, and just, I really want to, once I get the room extension all finished, and I'm going to be setting up a final display for everything, maybe getting some cabinets. I'm going to stick with some of these big deep shelves though, because I want to display some of the boxes with the figures, and this is one of the boxes, and that one too, that I would definitely want to display with the piece. I just think that looks fantastic. Well, let's take a look at the accessories. Some of the accessories that he comes with are on him at the moment, like this gold chain here. Just zoom in. That's a nice little piece. That's real metal, I think. And yep, that's on him. And this is one of the special edition items. So this one, special edition Hot Toys, comes with a hammer and the phone and the blade. Those three items, I believe, are the exclusive items that come with this version. So yeah, you've got the little, keep going to call it a necklace, a little bracelet thing, the hammer, a cane that also comes with the Tuxedo version. So now I have two canes, not that I'd need two, but that's how that's worked out. I've got a little bracelet again with skulls going all the way around it. That's nicely detailed, but not that incredible. And the blade, the phone, which has nothing on the other side, it's just a black screen. I'll just see if I can flip that over for you. Yeah, there's nothing on there. It's been nice if they gave you maybe some sticker options, like some Harley pictures or something. There's some spare buttons, a nice watch, some nice detail on it, and three chains of different kind of thickness. That one's obviously really chunky and thick. The other one up there is quite thin. Another quite thin one. And then some different hands. I'll just let you take a look at those. And you can see, you can pretty much tell what they're for. You've got hammer holding hands, phone holding hands, gun holding hand there, which obviously has the gun in it. And the awesome work on the tattoos. Really, really cool. And all new hands sculpted and designed for this piece. So that is very, very nice. Oh, and obviously the purple coat. I thought it'd be good to let Batman stand with the Joker so you can get an idea of the size. Obviously bear in mind the Tuxedo version's knees are quite bent at the moment, but the purple coat version of the Joker is standing up straight, and Batman pretty much towers over him, and you can pretty much see how he ended up with the teeth situation being how it is. Batman has those brass knuckles on his gloves, so yeah, he must have been right after he killed Robin. Batman just lost it, and You know, no wonder he was killing people in Batman versus Superman. You think he's been Batman for 20 years at that point, and the things that have happened, you know, that's what pissed me off about everyone moaning about how grim Batman versus Superman was. But it was just, you know, Batman's been Batman for 20 years. People he really cares about have been slaughtered, and the people that have done it are still running around, you know, laughing in his face about it. And Superman being, you know, given the real world treatment. How would the world react if someone, you know, came from outer space and was able to do the things they could do? They wouldn't just be allowed like they were in the Christopher Reeve films to just fly around and do whatever they want. There would be consequences, and there would be people to answer to. And when that happened in a movie, people lost their minds and, you know, slated the hell out of it. But I really liked it, and I'm not too happy about the fact that Warner Brothers and DC have decided to go with the cheery, happy joke kind of route with their future films. It looks like I don't think every superhero film should be dark, gritty, and grim, but I certainly think, you know, Batman films and films with the Joker in them, you know, should have a few laughs here and there. But I don't know. I just grew up with the Tim Burton stuff and the Christopher Nolan ones later on. But you know, the early Tim Burton movie, 1989, that really kind of instilled what Batman is to me, and Batman Begins just kind of added to that. But you know, that's just me. I like Batman vs Superman, especially the extended version. Suicide Squad, not a massive fan of that film, but the more I see it, the less it bothers me, and I can just watch it kind of like a, you know, one of those 80s films like Commando or Cobra, something like that, that you know it's not a good film really, but you still kind of enjoy it, so that's fine with me. But yeah, there is Batman standing with the Jokers. Sick figures, there's no doubt about it. They're absolutely awesome pieces. I'm going to swap the heads around now. I'm going to switch them up, and we'll have a look and see how the color difference, just how relevant that is. There is a slight difference. I do notice that the Tuxedo version, the face is slightly whiter, and this one has more of a skin tone vibe going on, just like a natural skin tone. Maybe that's because really this was, you know, originally designed probably as the Arkham Asylum version, seeing as it has all the tattoos and the gloves from that scene. That's a whole other topic, how they decided to release these figures, because really when you think about it, this head sculpt should have been on the Arkham Asylum version. There should have been a totally different head designed for this one, with much kind of the same as the DX11 Heath Ledger Joker that comes with the head sculpt with the eyes closed and the mouth open like he's laughing really manically. That should have come with this one, and then you know, this kind of expression for the purple coat version, or something like that. But it just seems very obvious to me the way they decided to release these. It was very much thought out in a way where they knew people would have to buy all three or all four versions eventually in order to pull off the film accurate looks, which I won't be doing. I don't think I'll be getting any more of these. I'm done now with the Jared Leto Jokers, just these two for me, and I'm good. Moving on to different stuff, but I'm very happy to have these ones. They are incredibly impressive. Just everything about them is a winner, pretty much, apart from the issues. The slight issue with the coat, which we'll get into a little bit more later. If you've already seen, which you probably have, the video I've just uploaded before this one, about the solution to the dye coming off from this coat on the body, it's not as bad really, because this purple lining doesn't go down all the way through that sleeve. The purple lining stops around here, and then it's just the inside of the sort of fake leather kind of coat. So most of the problem is around the shoulders and the back of the neck and the back of the shoulders there, and any point up until where this material stops in the arm. But yeah, there are solutions. There's already one on my channel. There's another one
by a guy in Hong Kong with a white shirt. Keyboard Warriors did a good one with like a really thin material. I like that idea as well. I might try and get hold of something like that. I know I Am Toys is going to try out something as well. So there's solutions to it. Maybe Hot Toys will fix that issue in batch 2, hopefully. I don't see it happening, to be honest. Like I said before, I don't think it's quite as extreme as the Deadpool wrist situation with batch 1, but it is a shame. Anyway, enough rambling. Let me switch up these heads and we'll see how it looks. Alright, so I switched out the heads, and just as I was doing that, I received a comment. My phone went ding, and I had a look and saw what the comment said. And it was just a friend on YouTube saying that they really like the head sculpt for this version, but they really missed the mark with the eyes. All I know is, when I look at this, I think it's very much based on that exact moment when he says, and he's looking into the camera, "I'm just going to hurt you really, really bad." And literally on the word bad. I think they've just frozen it, and there it is. That's the sort of moment, and it's all to do with lighting. That scene in the movie is very dark, and he's only being illuminated by a lamp. So in the cold light of day, it will look quite stark and very kind of like, whoa, it's very in your face. But I believe that is based on the "I'm just going to hurt you really, really bad" moment. I think they did capture it very, very well. So we've switched out the heads, and so there you go. That's the Tuxedo version on the purple coat body, and that background is stealing the focus. So I don't know how much I'm going to be able to zoom in without that becoming a problem. But yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, you can see a very, very, very slight difference, but he is the Joker. He does wear makeup, so there's your excuse for that. This version over here, the problem kind of gets reversed, and what you end up with is the neck being slightly whiter than the head. As you can see from the side there, you can see the neck is slightly whiter than the head. So it's not a big deal though, because from the front I can't really even see it anymore. And yeah, so you can switch around the heads really easily, but for some reason Hot Toys made it so the skin tones don't match exactly. Bit odd. Alright, so let's take a look at his outfit. The boots are really well done. The laces look real, even though they're just sculpted. And some great work there, some really kind of good weathering on the tread underneath. Very, very, very realistic looking. And here you've got the Batman symbol leggings, which are totally crazy and bizarre. And when I first saw this outfit, I had no idea what was going on. I had to go have a little lie down. I wasn't really sure what were they thinking. But then I think to myself, well, he is, one of the craziest Jokers we've seen on film. So I guess when he's getting dressed, you can't expect him to dress like a like a sensible person. He's obviously quite a confident lad, and feels that he can literally wear a bin bag and make it work. So he's just doing his thing here. I can relate. These shorts are super high quality and really, really well done. Very realistic, and one of the best examples of a item of clothing shrunk down to 1/6 scale. I say that because the way they feel, I don't think I've ever worn a pair of boxing shorts myself, but I've seen them, I guess, and felt them maybe at one point. All I know is I'm very impressed by it, and it does seem very, very well done, very realistic. And even down to the way this section around here, the sort of elasticated area, is really, really tight to his body. And as I said in the video for the solution to avoid dye coming off on the body in a previous video, be careful, because this is so tight. You will notice when you pull this away, it does tend to leave a very faint blue line on his skin. But seeing as he's going to be wearing these all the time, you won't really see it. So yeah, it's an issue, but not that much of an issue. But yeah, the coat, talking about the outfit, is really, really, really impressive to look at, and impressive to hold as well. It feels really, really impressive. Expensive, really well thought out. Unfortunately, with this section being so tight, when you put his arm through there, as you know, we've got some issues with paint coming off on the body. However, I haven't seen any pictures yet of the dye on the actual body itself, so I'm just going by sort of word of mouth on Facebook at the moment. But I would tend to believe them because, you know, in these early release figures, the batch 1 release, obviously sometimes you do get these little problems that do crop up. It's the risk you run when you go for the batch 1 figures, but I have not got the patience to wait for, and plus I don't do the sideshow thing because I'm in England, and the one time I did get something from the sideshow, I had to wait a very long time for it to finally arrive. And when I did, well, I had to pay a big old custom charge, like £45 for it as well. Just put me off the whole experience, and I'm much happier to just go to Anthony Sang out there in Hong Kong. Well, now I'm just putting accessories on the figure. I don't think I'll ever be displaying him with the chains around the neck and with some of the extra kind of things around the wrist. But I will be rocking him with the watch. It's handy because it covers up the wrist joint, and one of those bracelets will cover up the wrist joint on the other arm quite well. But the chains, they're a little bit much for me, and they don't really work visually. You know, as hideous as his bottom half is, I'm getting used to it and I don't really mind it. But the big thick chain and the other smaller ones, I don't know, it just looks messy. So I won't be displaying him with those on. But yeah, I just wanted to show you them on the figure so you can actually see. I'll also be honest with you, I don't tend to take the head off before I put the chains on. I literally just carefully put them on his, you know, over his head, and there they go. I haven't had any trouble with that, but they do advise you not to do it that way. So I'd go ahead and follow that advice. Don't do what I do. I'm guerrilla style. Now, just so I can give you as thorough a review as possible, even though I really am dreading putting the coat on him again, I will go ahead and do the cling film trick again and get that coat on him for the review so you can see how he looks. Try and maybe come up with a few little poses here and there. So yeah, bear with me. Let me get the cling film back on him. And if you want to see how that was done, just go ahead and watch the video that I uploaded before this one of how to actually do the cling film trick. So yeah, let me get that done, and we'll cut back to a Joker wearing the purple coat. Alright, so just quickly showing you again, this is how I'm doing it, and it's pretty tight to his body. I've done an extra layer around the arms. It won't bulk up too bad. I need to add a little bit more around the tattoos on the back, but it is just temporary, so I can just show you the figure with the jacket on. So yep, that's how he looks. Very bizarre and crazy that you have to actually do something like this in order to display him with a vital item of clothing. I mean, it is why he's called the Purple Coat Joker, after all. And just another little look, just as the coat is going on and the arms are going into the sleeves. Again, I'm having no problems getting them through there. It hasn't bulked him up too much. It is going to protect him. The back is covered, the shoulders are covered, the back of the neck is covered. You could always go a little bit more extreme with the back of the neck there and bring the cling film up even higher. But this is just going to be a few minutes, so we should be okay. But that's how it's looking. Let's get it on all the way. Well, this went better than it did the first time in the original video. I've looked, and the cling film is still very much around the top of his wrist there. So the whole arm is covered, and this one is still very much covered with cling film. You can't even see the wrist peg. I'll have to fix that out in a minute. But yeah, I need to just finesse it a little bit. You can still see a little bit of cling film there. I can tuck that away with a little, you know, doohickey. But he's all covered up and safe. Let's get going. So the purple coat is on him, and in the early blogger pictures, it definitely looked like there was a wire running all the way through the coat. However, is there? I guess there is. Yeah, there is a wire, but it's really weird. I can get it to do stuff like that, but if I want it to just fall naturally and kind of look, you know, like it's just got some natural weight to it, it keeps wanting to poof out this way. no matter what I do. So I'll have to finesse that a little bit more. But yeah, I'm trying to get a nice natural kind of sit, and I'm also trying to get it to kind of sit naturally on his shoulders, but that seems to be quite difficult as well. That could be down to the cling film that's underneath. But there you go, it does look nice. It would be nice to be able to display him like this long term, and I'm sure you could if you try out different solutions or whatever you want to do. But yeah, too nerve-wracking for me. I'll take him down to the jail cell interrogation room diorama thing in a minute and take some pictures of him with the coat on, get that out of the way and done, and then get the coat off him again and just display him with the tattoos showing, because it's too nerve-wracking for something this expensive. It's a damn shame, because I'm sure most of you, that's the whole point. You wanted to get this coat and then display him with the Arkham pants on and have him in that look from the Empire magazine cover. But because of the coat being problematic, that could be a bit of a pain in the butt for you. But yeah, here's the coat on him. Let's just get a good look at it before I take it off, because once it's off, it ain't going back on again. Looks great from the back. I remember seeing some behind the scenes footage where Jared Leto is walking into a room and you kind of see him from the side and the collar is up all the way like this. And yeah, just very, very well done. It looks awesome. Just kind of gutted that I can't leave him like this. But the texture on the coat, let's get amongst it and see how that looks. Really nice. What's it? Crocodile skin, alligator skin, purple. Really, really interesting. Very different from what we've seen before. And yeah, look at that. Looks pretty cool. Something, what's he remind me of? I know like Marilyn Manson's an obvious one. There were some other ones that were popping in my head yesterday as I was taking pictures of him. They're escaping me now, but he does bring different kind of characters from the past, be they fictional or real. He does bring them to mind, and yeah, I do like it. I like how drastically different it is from everything that's come before. Enough ranting about Suicide Squad. I can still enjoy it. I still watch it. I've got it on Blu-ray. I bought it day one on Blu-ray, like I was a big fan or something, but far from it. I guess I'm just a sucker for the DC stuff and Marvel things as well. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, there is the purple coat in all its glory. I'll go take some photographs of him now and then we'll get this thing off him. But that's how he looks. It is quite impressive to look at. It's just a damn shame about the problems. And of course, before I forget, I should show you with the tuxedo head on this body with the coat. I'm sure that is a look that a lot of people will want to display him as. It looks a hell of a lot better when you've got this head on, or the Arkham Asylum version, as opposed to this head, which is clearly better suited holding a AK-47. He's crazy. But yeah, that just looks 10 times better. And ooh, it just, yeah, needs to be displayed like that, really. Even with the bottom half being as, not to my taste as it is, I can live with that. It still looks cool. I don't think I'll be forking out for a pair of Arkham pants, unless like a third-party pair come up or something. I'd grab a cheap pair, but I ain't paying like crazy money for a pair of, Arkham tracksuit bottoms. But yeah, I love the way that looks. It looks fantastic. Let me just come around it. You can get a good look at how badass that looks. Whether you're a fan or not, I think we can all admit that that is very impressive. 1/6 scale wise, it just looks very real and just so alive. Very, very nice. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed the review. I'll just give you my final thoughts. It's a fantastic figure despite the issue with the coat staining the body, which I've still yet to actually see myself. It's just word of mouth, like I say, on social media. But like I say, there's precautions you can take to try and avoid any trouble with that. The head sculpt is again one of Hot Toys' very best. The coat is fantastic looking, the body works really well, and the tattoo work is flawless. The new hand sculpts, all new hands, tattoos on the hands, rings. The exclusive version brings you a few more weapons and a phone to play with. You've got the hammer, the blade, and the phone with the special edition. The box alone is, a draw by itself. It's absolutely fantastic. I do like my boxes, and that is one of the nicest I've seen from Hot Toys. Just so vibrant. Hope you're getting the full effect on the camera there, but in person it's just amazing because of all the textures and the raised. Wow, I just love it. And yeah, so you get a fair few hands, some good bits and pieces. It's a nice accompanying piece to the Tuxedo version as well. They do look lovely displayed together, and yeah, you can switch and change bits up. It's a lot of fun to be had. But yeah, I'd still recommend him. I wouldn't go cancelling your order just because of the coat situation. As I say, there are ways around that. You're still going to be getting a fantastic piece and a very unique, not for everyone. I totally understand that. There are people, including close friends of mine, who can't stand this and don't even know why the hell I like it. But what can I say? It's one of those things. I like it. It's nice. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the review. Leave me a comments below, subscribe, share the video with your buddies. And stick with me because Harley Quinn is coming out any day, and she is coming day one. And I'm going to be bringing you the goodness. I'm waiting for Wonder Woman as well. Where is she? And Ripley. Waiting for them all. They're all coming soon. I'll see you soon. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take it easy. Bye bye.